friends, and welcome back to another vlog. We're back. We're kind of, I say we, I don't know why I'm using the royal we, but I'm feeling much better now. Thank you so much to everyone who said such kind words on my last on my last vlog where I was talking about Tony and lack of motivation and stuff. It was so nice to sort of know that I wasn't alone in the grief, if that makes sense. Not that I was alone, because obviously I've got Joe and Cleo and stuff, but I think part of the reason why I struggled with it quite a lot is because that's kind of the first close family member I have ever sort of lost. I never had any sort of pets aside from fish growing up, and I don't think it counts in the same sort of way, a fish as a sort of furry animal that you can cuddle with. But yeah, I never had anything like that growing up, and so I didn't really know how I was gonna feel and how I was gonna deal with that grief, and so it kind of just hit me more than I was expecting, which I was very appreciative to everyone who messaged and stuff saying just with your condolences and whatnot and all the love and hugs. I really appreciate it. But feeling much better now. We've had time to grieve, and we are carrying on. And this weekend, which what this vlog is, which you've probably seen in the title and the description and stuff, is my birthday weekend. I'm celebrating my 30th birthday this weekend, and I'm really looking forward to doing a bunch of fun things and having a grand old time. So we are starting out the festivities with some freaking bubble tea. I went out and got myself some. As you can tell, it is boiling out, hence the minimal clothing. I am so hot. It's disgusting. So I had to go out and buy some ice, and I figured while I was out I can treat myself to some bubble tea. So I've got some passion fruit tea with tapioca, and I got myself a large because treat yourself. And normally the regular size fits in one of these mason jars, and so I'll pop the rest back in the fridge so I can have it after. I can have 2 courses of my bubble tea. And I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Best hack, if you're going to get bubble tea at home or bring it home, get it with no ice, because then you get more tea, and then put ice in it when you get home. That's what I do. I always transfer it to a new jar, and I've got my own sort of bubble tea straws because I'm extra. But that was so refreshing. A nice cold drink on a hot day is ideal. So it's currently 29 degrees inside of our flat, in the coolest part of our flat as well, not even in the parts that retain the most heat. So it's probably 30, 32 elsewhere in the flat. It is hot. We've got fans going, and doing our best to stay cool. I was gonna film today, but it is just I'm breaking a sweat talking right now. And this is so informal and casual that imagine me actually setting up to do something, it would just be too much. So decided to have a bit of an admin day doing chill work stuff. And then this evening I am going to go to archery. So one of my friends, the one I read sort of fantasy with, her and her friends decided to go do archery, and she invited me because who doesn't want to pretend that they're Feyre and Akatar or any other badass archery heroine, Katniss or whatever. I don't know, I didn't read the Hunger Games. But we're gonna go do archery this evening, and hopefully that will be really fun. That's my evening. And then tomorrow we have a fun, I think we have a fun sort of day thing planned. Basically, I've put this birthday in Joe's hands entirely. I basically said, I want a cake and I want to do something, and I want it to be fun. And so I believe I have a cake ordered by Joe, and I believe we're doing something fun, but I'm not 100% sure what it is, so we can do the birthday together and have a good time. So first off, I'm gonna drink this cool my boiling bones. Oh my god, can you even tell I'm sweating? I am like physically sweating. It's gonna drip off my forehead. So yeah, I'm gonna drink this, cool my bones, and shade protocol the house, aka closing all of the blinds and the windows, because any sort of hot air coming in will just stay in our flat and get hotter over the next few hours. Miss Cleo is very hot as well. I know you're from Egypt, but you don't cope well with the heat in this sort of... You're not used to it anymore. So you're just very chill and lazy. We did order some like cool mats, but they haven't arrived. They should be arriving today though. So hopefully by this evening you'll have somewhere nice and cool to stay, because the heat wave will not break for a while yet. Also, who needs a desk when I can sit on the floor and use the couch? It's just far too hot to do anything. Got some post. And pretty sure, yes, it is the cooling mats that we ordered. And we ordered them on next day shipping, because yesterday was not quite as hot as today, but still very, very warm. And we're like, it's just gonna get hotter. This can't be the only time in the season that it's this disgustingly hot. So we got some cooling mats, and apparently they're like, I mean, oh, it does feel nice. I would lay on that. But yeah, it's just like this mat. It's got this sort of like gel inside of it. I don't know how it works, but it just feels cool to the touch as opposed to the warmth of sort of normal. I don't know. We're gonna go with it. And if it helps, it helps. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Let's see if Cleo likes it. She's not really good at like laying on things that aren't her normal beds. Like even if we put her on it, I don't think she'll care. Is that bad? What if we put it like by her food and then feed her?
Let's just put her on it.
Just put her on it? Okay. Yeah? Do you like that, baby? Yeah, maybe. It's a little bit cooler than what before. Yeah, no. Okay, well, let's put it on the ground.
I mean, it is cooler. It's weird.
And if she wants to sit on it, she can. If she doesn't, she's a dummy. Which she might be a dummy, but that's okay. What's the guy say again? Is there like sometimes you just have to eat a whole cucumber?
Yeah.
Is that his catchphrase?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to eat a whole cucumber. And tonight we're each going to eat an entire cucumber because we cannot be bothered. Oh my god, actually this feels so good. Cannot be bothered to turn the heat of the stove on for our meal. And so we're gonna have a cucumber salad from this like TikTok famous guy who makes like cucumber salad things. That sounds really weird, I know. Also, sorry, goes washing the dishes. Sorry if it's loud. Rude, right? No, but we're gonna have some cucumber salads and follow one of this TikTok recipes, like TikTok viral recipe things, which is fun. Why not? Let me see at least if that cheese grater thing works.
Yeah.
Because the guy uses a mandolin. Oh, I don't know if it will. Because that's, like, not as wide.
Yeah,
I was hoping
it won't take me that long to chop it.
that I could, like, on that. But I think it's just a little bit too small. So Joe's going to chop the cucumbers. And I'm going to make a sauce. First up, a bit of peanut butter. And we don't have those like cool jar things that the guy has, so we're just gonna mixing bowl this. I wish we had those like food containers, but that'll do. Also, there's no measurements from this guy, so I'm just like kind of winging it. Soy sauce, that much. Okay, sriracha. And I don't have oyster sauce, so I'm gonna add a tiny bit of honey for sweetness. Tiny bit of mirin. And then, do you mind if I don't grate garlic? I use garlic powder.
That's fine. Them.
Cool. Garlic powder. Also, we only have chunky peanut butter, but we put chunky peanut butter in stir fries anyways, so I don't see it being a massive issue. It's the same as adding crushed nuts on top, which I think would probably be delicious. Joe made me turn the burner on because toasted sesame seeds are definitely better than normal ones. I do agree about that, but it's hot. Okay, maybe I should let them cool, but you know. Turns out we're adding chicken to this as well, because protein is good for us. We got whole roast chicken because we couldn't be bothered to turn the oven on to have our own because it's too stinking hot. A little bit of MSG for flavor. Oh yeah. Mix that. Oh my gosh, it smells so good already. This is what we are working with. This looks freaking delicious. And I mean, it's just cucumber and chicken and delicious sauce. So like, what's not to love about it? So let's give it a go. Yeah, that's good. I will link the TikTok down below in the description because this is delicious. Right, I'm about to head off to Archery, and I wanted to do a quick fit check. I know this isn't an amazing fit check, but that's okay. Got my new Doc sandals on. Got these off of Vinted, secondhand, but very cute. My cargo shorts and a crop top because it's too stinking hot to wear any more clothes than this. But yeah, ready to go.
How do you know it was specifically his ear? Because he was dizzy. Means the problem was affecting his inner ear.
Nurses said he was running in circles. Doesn't mean he was dizzy.
He wasn't running in circles. He was running in oblongs. Looked like a 3-year-old kid drew them.
Acoustic neuroma that started to hemorrhage.
Explains the pain.
I did it. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Oh shit, it's a boss. Already. Oh, I think we have to plug in. Let's plug in.
Did you think it was a boss?
It looks like a boss arena. Tell me this doesn't look like a boss arena.
It does look like a little bit.
It looks like a boss arena. Birthday fit check. My most warm weather dress because it is boiling hot today. It's 33 degrees outside, and so the coolest dress I have, and again, my Doc sandals. Bing! Love it. So cute. Good morning, friends. It is the next day, and sorry I didn't really video much more in the afternoon yesterday. Just having birthday time, so makes sense. But it was really lovely to see my friends, like have some drinks, have some like delicious sandwiches at the pub. They were so good, like peri chicken or tempeh, and like this weird mushy pea, not weird, good mushy pea sort of thing in it. I don't quite understand. But yeah, it was really lovely, and such a good time, and just like so nice to see friends and hang out. But we're back again today. It is again very hot. I'm still in my pajamas because I don't fancy getting dressed yet. But I wanted to talk about archery. Freaking loved archery. I had so much fun. And me and my friends, we want to like make a little archery club for us and like kind of go on a regular basis because I think it'd be so much fun. And it was like really reasonably priced as well. I will link down to the place that we went to if anyone's interested, but it was very reasonably priced, and like you can get like I think 6 beginner lessons for less than £200, which is like a lot of time shooting archery for not very much money. And so I think we want to keep doing that, and I want to get like Joe involved and stuff as well because I feel like he would really enjoy it. And for that price in London, like any activity, like it feels very inexpensive for some reason. So that was really fun. And then the other thing, I wanted to share with you the presents that I got because why not? I like seeing what people get as birthday presents, and so you know what, I'm gonna share. So from myself, I got this in October last year. I got myself a tattoo, and it's this lovely snake here. That's what I got for myself because it is my 30th, so I figured I'm an adult, I can do what I want, and it was my birthday present to me. But I got it in the winter, so it would be healed by the time I'm wearing shorts in the summer, and it is very healed, very lovely. I'm obsessed with it. I absolutely love it. And then after I eat my breakfast, I'm just having a bagel at the minute. After I eat my breakfast, I can show you what else I got. Cool? One thing I dislike about bagels, ow, is that they're so freaking, how are they so much hotter than like normal bread? I don't get it. But freaking love a bagel. I actually got these because I made sushi bake the other day, and that calls for cream cheese, and so I need something to eat the rest of the cream cheese with, and I freaking love bagels. And normally I get the like lactose-free one because I'm somewhat lactose intolerant, but they didn't have it at the store, so just going full send normal cream cheese. But I freaking love normal cream cheese, so I'm not mad. Right, I got dressed in a sort of like average shirt. I'm actually going to the hairdressers in a little bit, hence why my hair is just like pulled back in a messy bun, because it's wash day, but they can do that for me at the hairdresser. But I wanted to show you some of the gifts that I got. So first up, it's far too hot for these right now, but I'm looking forward to wearing them in winter with my dogs. Some Lucy and Yak, like they're like thick and like really squishy, these socks. They're like very thick and nice, cute colors, and like, oh, they're just gonna be so comfy. Like they've got a little bit of padding in there. They're gonna be so comfy with my dogs. Like I said, far too hot for them right now, but I can just, like, I'm just so excited to, like, actually get to wear them in a few months' time. I've got this, which is a makeup palette that I asked for, and it's really, really cool. I think it's Vive 90s palette, and it's got these like cool gilded leopards, cheetahs on them, and the colors on this are just gorgeous. Like, look at those colors. They're very much so like my cool toned, like, I'm so excited for these shiny ones especially. Like, oh my gosh, look at that. And then this one, like the shine. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. These are gonna make great great sort of like smoky eye colors, and it's got like a nice big mirror on there, and so very excited for this and like getting to do my makeup and stuff. I thought about putting some of this on before I went to birthday thing, but it was far too hot. I'm pretty sure it was 33, and I'm like, that would just melt off of my face if I sweat at all. So didn't put that on, but I'm excited to experiment with it and try it. And then this last thing is from Mossery, sorry, I can't read. I'm dyslexic, alright. Mossery. And this is a sort of journaling set, and I'm pretty sure this is a North American brand. It's either Canadian or US, I'm not positive. But essentially it is a refillable journal. So like, it comes with a cover like a sort of normal notebook would, got like page markers, but then you can take the inserts out, and so you get to keep the cover, and then you have little sort of spiral bound notebooks inside. And the one that Joe got is like a mixed media, sort of really thick, lovely paper. I don't know if you can see the texture of it at all, but it's like, you could totally put watercolors on this paper. But essentially, he got this for me as a like a junk journal option, because the junk journal I have is like absolutely falling apart. I'm gonna keep using it forever until it's finished, but this will be really, really cool, because then I can just, whenever I'm done with a notebook, I can just swap it out, and I'll always have one that's sort of protected. Definitely got some sparkly makeup on that, sorry. But also the little journals or notebook folios. One, they lay flat, and so I can like, it'll be way better. I don't have to worry about like the binding of the notebook exploding like mine has. And also, it's perfect because it's got a little pocket in the front here, and so I can like put my junk stuff in the pocket in advance, like as I'm collecting it. So that's really exciting. So I've got the cover, 2 notebook inserts, this clear cover I could put on in addition if I wanted to keep this like very, very clean. I could do that. And then a couple different sticker packs, some sushi, because Joe knows that I love sushi, some planet, because I'm very celestial, and then obviously some plants. And these are like gorgeous watercolor illustrations. So excited to pop these into my like junk journal and kind of go with it. Also, Joe said that they always work with like different artists or whatever, so all of these were drawn by this artist down here, which I think is really cool. Like, I just love when companies work with sort of independent artists and like small businesses and stuff. So yeah, that was really cool. I'm excited to like get to use this once mine is like either falls apart, which probably will happen before I finish it, or I finish it. So very excited for this new junk journal. And then I'm going to swivel you around to show one of the next presents I got. Y'all, we got an air conditioner. Oh my gosh. We got a DeLonghi Pinguino. This cute little like portable air conditioner thing, which is awesome because, so something about the UK is, I know the like number temperature doesn't sound very high. Like I'm like, oh no, it's 26 degrees, it's 30 degrees. That's what, like 85 in Fahrenheit. Doesn't sound like a lot, but we do not have air conditioning here. We do not have air conditioning. Like maybe in like shops and like a mall or like office buildings, yeah. In our homes, no. And our homes are built mostly of bricks to like retain heat. And so it is hot in our homes. It is almost always like 2 to 3 degrees Celsius warmer inside our home than outside, which is great in the winter when it's cold outside and we want to stay warm in here. But when it's these like few weeks in the summer when it's just like absolutely baking, it's awful. It is so bad. And so got an air conditioner for my parents who are in LA and know that heat is hard. So beautiful, lovely thing. We had it on for a few hours last night and it was so nice. Just like, it just takes the edge off. Which is awesome. We need to get like a proper window kit because it's one of the ones that's got like a tube that like you kind of push the hot air out the window. So we need to get a proper window kit to like be able to pop it in regularly. But we had it on for a few hours last night and like, oh my god, it was heavenly. It like, yeah, it'll cost money to run an aircon, but I feel like Joe and I are both at the points in our lives where spending 20p an hour to not feel like dying because it's too hot, definitely worth it. So very excited about our Pinguino, this lovely guy. And I mean, it is like pretty eco-friendly. It's like, it's got an A rating on the environmental scale thing. So yeah, excited about that. And then one more present, which I will talk about further in a different video, but I want to show you now because it's very exciting. Cosmo, come here, darling. Hi. So we got a new kitty cat, but I'm absolutely claiming him as a birthday present because I'm very excited about him. And I know it feels like, it's a bit weird because it feels like it's too soon after Tony, but at the same time, Tony left a proper kitten-sized hole in our hearts. And like, obviously we were very sad that like she passed and everything, and it was like absolutely devastating, but we've had Cosmo for a little bit now and he is so much better. Basically, seeing how rambunctious he is has pretty much shown that Tony was not well from the start. Cosmo, do you wanna, he's playing with a spring right now. He's very good at playing. That's his best feature. Come up here, on the bed. Yeah, you're so good at playing, aren't you? So yeah, a little void. Happy birthday to me. I get a cat. But yeah, I'll do like a sort of Cosmo intro video, like more specific at some point. But for now, here's just a tiny little bit of the beautiful baby Cosmo. Hello, my beautiful boy. Yay. Yeah, you're just a sweetie, aren't you? Yeah, he's an absolute purr machine as well. Like, as soon as you start petting him, he's like, which is adorable. So, yeah, that's enough of Cosmo for now. I have a little bit of work actually to do before I am going to get my hair cut. But I mean, I guess it's still part of the birthday weekend, so happy birthday to me. I'm getting a haircut. Okay, cool. I'll see you in a little bit. Haircut complete. Essentially just shorter fringe bangs, like curtainy bangs, and then more layers in there basically. But I don't know, I always feel a bit weird like coming straight out of the salon when it's all like, I feel like they do it down and curly. I feel like it makes me kind of look like a coconut head. I always like, I find it better, I like it better when it's like air dried and feels more natural, less like done up, if that makes sense. I mean, it's cute, but like it just doesn't feel like me. When it's like blown out like this. So yeah, maybe I'll, honestly, okay, yeah. I like having fringe, like that, but it still needs to go. I wish she'd done it more curtain bangy, you know what I mean? I feel like they're just going into my face. Anyways, I mean, I still like it. I'm not mad at it. And I told her to keep most of the length because this is the longest my hair has been in a while. So yeah, happy with it. Feels nice to have something fresh, if nothing else. Prepping for the week with another round of nut mix. It's got, I think, pecans, Brazil nuts, cashews, almonds, sunflower seeds, and pumpkin seeds in it, and cacao nibs covered in protein powder. And this is gonna go in the oven for a little bit. I know I've talked about this a few times now, but like I'm obsessed with it still. It's freaking delicious on yogurt. But we're just cooking dinner in the oven, and after that this will go in because it needs a much lower temperature than like literally anything else, like half the temperature. 125 instead of 200. What's for dinner is chicken wraps and chips, and we're gonna watch some house, and then we're probably gonna play some video games, and it's gonna be a lovely evening.
The infection will reduce the odor and taste in your mouth. Not soon enough.
Whoa. 2 hours later, and we have some delicious looking roast nuts. Yum! It got too hot, so I had to put my hair up, but I really like having the fringe be more short, more sort of accessible, if that makes sense. I like having it stick out a little bit. But it's the end of the vlog. It is Sunday night now, and birthday weekend is over. So yeah, I have done the celebrations, had a brilliant time. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe for more. Also, you can use the little bell icon thing, to be notified when I post. If you're new here or something and you like want to be notified that I post, because I am still a small channel here, might be a good way to see that I am posting. So click that if you want to be notified. But otherwise, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and you're hopefully staying cooler than we are here in our... Actually, we're cool now that we've got AC. We actually didn't need to put it on tonight because it's not been as disgustingly hot, but I think it's supposed to get hotter again in the week, so glad we have it, if nothing else. Anyways, stay cool, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!